Hey everyone, welcome to another timeless pick-a card reading where we're going to be asking, what does the moon have to tell you? We're going to choose from this beautiful deck, the Aboriginal Spirit deck, and these will be the choices of the cards. So I think we'll have 3, but we'll see how many come out. One more time. All right. So what choices would you like to have for what would the moon like to tell us, please? All right. So here will be number 1 and here will be number 2. It looks like we will end up with 4 because they do want that one and this one as well. All right. So let's see what we have here. So you have a surprise. That will be number 1. We also have truth, card number 2, or reading number 2, and then 3, self-respect. We'll be reading number 3, and then reading number 4 is going to be Mother Goddess. Beautiful. That'll be number 4. So you can choose as many of these as you'd like. Whatever resonate. I'm going to start with number 1, but timestamps for all the rest will be listed in the description box below. So if you want to jump to those, you can just do that. And right now, we're going to start with number 1. All right, if you chose reading number 1, which is surprise, then this is the reading for you. We're just going to put that right over here. And let's see what message comes in here first. So the moon wants you to know that when something unexpected occurs, we are surprised. And those feelings of a good surprise are wonderful, leaving you with tingly sensations. Because they are so unexpected, we are often humbled and thankful to have the experience. Surprises don't need to be materialistic. A surprise can simply be an unexpected outcome that occurs which impacts positively on a person or a situation. It can be finding friendship, solace, and laughter at an event or in a situation that was totally unexpected. So the moon wants you to know to prepare for something wonderful to happen to you. It will come out of the blue and be totally unexpected. You feel it has been a long time since something good has happened to you, but you so easily forget the times when things were good and life was going well. You have been through challenging times of late and have forgotten how to enjoy yourself. Most importantly, you have struggled to see the positive sides of things, and this has kept you in the doldrums. When this surprise arrives, enjoy the feelings associated with it. Remember, it was not the surprise that you need, but more so the awareness and connectedness to the feelings that are associated with the fun of surprise. I like it. Yep. So definitely a message of here to have some joy in your life, and this beautiful surprise that comes is going to help you remember what it feels like and that there is another choice to make. We're also going to pull from the Queen of the Moon Oracle, and any of the cards I use in a reading, by the way, I do list in the description box below. So if any of them catch your fancy and you'd like to have them for yourself, so you know where you can pick those up. All right, so what else for those that chose reading number 1, please? All right, I guess that's the one. And you have assessing, card number 9. It's another beautiful card there. We're going to put that right here. And let's see what message comes with the moon for this for you. Maybe. All right, and my fingers do work. Come on. Oh my gosh. It's a surprise. Wow. Okay, there we go. Wow. So it says, it is time to assess your current situation. You must make sure your blind spots are revealed and that you are honest with others and yourself. Sometimes the hard decision is the best decision. You should be able to assess and move quickly based on that assessment. Little affirmation for this card is, I am enjoying moving and choosing. Moving and choosing. I like that enjoyment coming in here. It says, you have begun your journey and now it is time to assess where you are and what to do next. You've made a decision, you've worked and walked the path for some time, and yet you understand that in every journey, it's a wise action to check the map. Sometimes we go along a pathway and we keep going, even if it seems like that way is no longer the right way for us. Sometimes we feel we have gone too far to turn around, and so we settle on a journey and destination that doesn't really suit us or satisfy us. However, if we had just had some courage, we could have reassessed as we went and perhaps ended up somewhere else, somewhere better for us. Now is the time to look carefully at all aspects of your life, especially the areas in which you have set some intentions or goals. Ask yourself, do I still want these things? Do I still want that same end result? If the answer is no, ask yourself what you can do to maintain momentum and head towards what you now desire. Although it doesn't seem terribly glamorous, assessment has a high payoff for us if we bother to do it well. Doing it well means we really look hard at how things are going. All of us have some kind of blind spot, so it's worth exposing this by consulting a trusted friend or finding where negative repeating patterns are and looking for the cause. Shining a light on a blind spot and taking action to shift it is one of life's big catalysts for change. And the companion stone for this is azurite. And I do like this. It's card number 9, which is the Hermit card in the tarot, which we're about to look at here. And it represents going inward and doing this look, and here's the moon guiding you, shining brightness into your life to show you the areas where you don't have this joy, where you've lost your joy. And I love this assessment because it's trying to have you look at your life, all areas of it, it said, to see where you've lost the joy and can the joy be found again. Maybe we just forgot how to activate it and that it is a choice. Maybe we just really got drawn into some old beliefs around how something is supposed to feel or supposed to mean, and we forgot that we can have this joy. So this beautiful surprise that's coming does allow you to connect to that and understand and assess the rest of your life to see what other areas of your life can you bring your own surprise into. I like it. And then we're going to pull from the Sun and Moon Tarot. See what else they would like you to know around this surprise and this joy, joy, joy. So what else for those that chose reading number 1? Okay, those. Anything else? I did not that one. Any others? Okay. So these are, you get 4 cards here. So we will look at these, and this will be the first one. And you have the High Priestess. So yeah, High Priestess, and there's the moon. Definitely the High Priestess goes into her temple like the Hermit does. So they are saying that it is important for you to take this step away, to take a step away from all that chaos and all that noise in the storm. Go into the eye of the storm, or step away from all the noise so that you can assess your life in a clear, crystal clear way. I like this because I really feel as you go into this stepping away and connect to this beautiful, beautiful maternal nurturing moon energy of Mother Luna, she will help guide you as well. And I really feel like this High Priestess, she goes into her temple, connects to that moon energy, and that's where she goes behind the veil, dives deep into things and understands things in a very, very clear way. Let's see what else they have here. Yeah, King of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles, Pentacles is the outside world, and the King of Pentacles is about abundance, is about your outside world feeling full and complete. And I like this when this all comes together here, because I feel like this surprise that activates your joy, it allows you to see things and assess things in a different way. Like when we're focusing on what's missing in our life, we really kind of blow it out of proportion. Our energy makes it seem so much bigger, and sometimes it makes it much bigger. And then when we switch and focus on the joy and on the gratitude for what's in our lives, what we do want in our lives, then our lives suddenly change and we start seeing it from this different perspective. Like it is so much more full than we imagined. Once I did a gratitude journal, and I was going to do it for 30 days and just not repeat any single day. I was just what I'm grateful for and not repeat anything that I was grateful for. I reached the end of the 30 days and I loved the energy and how it just changed my whole perception of my world, that I continued to do it for 5 months and not repeating anything that I was grateful for. And so it really shows you, and it really does change your life into this brighter view, for sure. Yay! Yep, death and rebirth. So you do have this renewal coming here. So this surprise is going to be of a wonderful nature, of course, but it also because it sparks your awareness of like, oh wow, I forgot how wonderful being positive and focusing on the joy and focusing on gratitude is. And it allows you to have this rebirth in your life where you are like, wow, things just transform right before your eyes, almost, it feels like, because instead of focusing on the darker side and on the dark wolf, like the old Native American saying, whichever wolf inside of you feed is what grows. And so you're stopping feeding the dark wolf and you're beginning to feed the white wolf and the light wolf. And that brings this new birth and this rebirth into your life. And so this joy, this gratitude just overflows throughout. And then you have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, beautiful. So the Four of Pentacles with this King of Pentacles here is a very specific message, because the King of Pentacles learns a lot of wisdom as he goes through the entire suit of the Pentacles. But the Four of Pentacles is a specific lesson that the King learns as he's going through it, which says power here, which in a way it does do that, because what the Four of Pentacles teaches the King is that when he defined himself by the outside world, that his worth felt unstable, because we're basically told to look in 3 different areas of our lives. We're going to let these represent those. And one is relationships. One is situations like job, education, social status, that type of thing. And then things, our bodies, our bank accounts, our possessions. And all 3 of those things are unstable. And we're like, really? Yeah, because relationships have people change or people pass away. So those are unstable. They're not forever. They're not eternal. Situations, of course, never stay the same, and things, they break down, they deteriorate, they blow up, they burn down, they're stolen, so all unstable. And so eventually, depending on those things, feel so unstable that we turn inward and upward, right? And that's where we find the thing that is eternal and the thing that is unconditional, a love without condition, the divine love from up above, right? So there's nothing we can do to lose it, and it's everlasting and eternal. So that definitely is something stable, and that's what turns us inward and gives us this power, this stability of our worth that comes through all of this too, because we're starting to see that the things that we felt were not, fulfilling for us, that those can't anyway. And that helps. Maybe this is part of the surprise that comes in. We're like, wow, we get this beautiful message that transforms your life, right? Because when we define ourselves by the outside world, that is what I call retail price. And I call it that because it's what we're trying to place our value, like what are we worth to others, right? And when you look at, like, if you're a big parka coat, this is an example I use a lot with this from Spirit, which is, parka coat in the Antarctica, the North Pole during winter, you are highly sought after and marked up in price, probably even. But if you're that same parka warm coat on a tropical island on the equator during summer, then you're on the 99% clearance rack, if not being donated to somewhere, So that's the fickleness, the, ups and downs of the outside world. So I like that coming in here, because with this King of Pentacles and the solidness, it does spark from this joy of understanding just the amazing things we do have in our life. And when we define ourselves by these outside things, we eventually turn inward and upward. And I love the inwardness and the inwardness, this assessing of everything that brings this rebirth for you. So I love this surprise. Whatever it is, it's going to spark this wonderful internal journey that just blows your world wide open in very, very positive and beautiful ways. So I love it for you. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these pick a card readings, I also do weekly energy updates for each individual zodiac sign, monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of these and get updated immediately when they're available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then clicking that subscribe button gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there is an option for all. If you select that, it'll notify you when new videos come out on the channel, and also notify you when I go live to provide free readings on YouTube. Currently, I go every single evening at 7 p.m. and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain. Of course, this is a timeless reading, so if you're coming across this, those times could have changed, but I'm pretty sure I'm still going live. Also, doing those things I mentioned, it helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, or subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy excited. It does want to share the videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I currently offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video below. All right, all of you that chose reading number 1, as you go through this beautiful surprise, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing adventure. We'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. And if you chose reading number 2, which is the Truth card, then this is the reading for you. We'll put that right over here. And we'll see what the moon has to say. So it says, truth is not simply one's own understanding of how things are, for truth is deeper than that. It is an unspoken knowing that comes from deep within. It is the soul acknowledging the truth in its purest form. Truth can often be clouded by others' interpretation of life, yet your soul has a remarkable way of distinguishing what is real and what is not. If you don't trust your intuition, your gut will show you the truth. So spend time listening and taking note of your body, as all the answers you're looking for are there within you. Just look inside and listen. The moon wants you to know, what is truth anyway? It is what feels right for you. Everyone's truth is different, so don't get too tied up in who said what to whom and when. It's like when a number of people all witness the exact same thing, yet when they're asked what happened, accounts of the event will change from one person to the next depending on how they viewed the situation. Don't doubt yourself because others see things differently, but don't judge them either. Let someone else have their truth, and understand that whilst it may be different, your truth is not wrong either, as you are just both coming from different perspectives. This is a time to trust your own truth and delve into your own inner self for the answers, without the pressure from others to see it their way. I like it. So great card coming in here for you. Definitely reminds me of the Five of Swords in the tarot, which we'll get to eventually, which is about, you're connecting to this higher truth, this capital T truth from up above. It's the divine truth that your soul knows. And it allows us to realize that we have a lot of small t truths, which are those that are rooted in the fear of losing this conditional love. It's a lot of opinion that's passed down from generation to generation, and all that stuff that was talked about perspectives and blah, 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 yada, 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 right? But when we connect to the higher truths, we see that it's not so important to try to convince everyone to, that our small t truth is more truer than their small t truths, because real truth does not need to be defended. And so you allow people to believe what they're going to believe, because you wouldn't believe people telling you this truth either until your soul experienced it and connected to it. And so we allow everyone in their own time to connect to the higher truths, while we all allow everyone else to battle with each other about their small t truths, right? So I love this awareness that's coming in here. We're also going to pull from the Queen of the Moon Oracle, see what else they have to say. And all the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box of this video below in case any of them are interest you and you'd like them for yourself. All right, let's see what else they have for you here. All right, so what else for those that chose reading number 3? I'm sorry, reading number 2. Don't know why I was thinking 3. All right. And you got card number 27, release. Beautiful. So we'll put that right here. And let's see what else they have to say. All right. So the moon says, let it go. It is time to release anything that does not serve you. Old negative habits do not engage you anymore, as the payoff is not enough. You are ready to make room for the bigger, the brighter, more aligned things. Affirmation for this card: I freely release what I no longer need. And how perfect. The small t truths that no longer serve us. They did serve us for a time to bring us the chaos and the fear, because it's all, rooted to the fear of losing conditional love. But you're ready to leave those behind and move up. It says there is a payoff if we decide to finally release something we no longer need. The payoff is an individual as you are. The payoff is as individual as you are, but there will be a universal feeling of making space for something new. The secret to effectively releasing what no longer serves you is, in fact, knowing that the payoff will indeed be worth it, which makes it super important to know what that positive payoff may be. For example, giving up a habit such as smoking, which we know is detrimental to your body in that it is cancer-causing, among many other things, has payoffs. What the most important payoff is, for you may be different for someone else who is giving up the habit, but it needs to be clear to your mind, body, and spirit. You might give up so that your body feels healthier generally, or so that your children and those around you aren't exposed to the smoke and chemicals, that you live longer, or that all the money you're wasting on cigarettes could be used for something that is more in alignment with what you really want, such as travel or a home. All of which are real payoffs for which it is worth releasing the habit. In magic, in particular in spellcraft, the art of release after raising power is vital to its effectiveness. Should we raise power without sending it out to the universe or deities in a focused way, it remains stagnant or stuck, and this can cause us to feel overwhelmed. The companion stone for this is smoky quartz, so there is this important message here of release of these old small t truths that no longer serve you. And we'll look in here into the Sun and Moon Tarot and see what else they have for you here. All right. So what else for those that chose reading number 2? Okay. Not all those, but they do want that one. What else? Okay, I want that one, and that one. Any others? Okay, and these two down here. All right. So let's get these scooched out, and we'll start with this one right here. And you have the Prince of Wands. So Wands is your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration, and the Prince of Wands is the Knight of Wands in the Standard Tarot. And all the knights are questing. That's what knights do. And this one is in search of your power, that Ace of Wands, getting the power back. What are you using your energy for? Where are you directing it? So with this truth and this release coming in here, this is a pretty powerful card in that it is allowing you to see that we invest a lot of our energy into trying to live up to all those expectations, those small t truths, right? All those supposed tos and all the shoulds and the need tos and the have tos and the musts. We invest a lot of power and we focus on those, and then we grow those in our lives, like that fear that we have of losing that love and getting rejected. We invest so much of our energy, and so it's like you're on this quest to get your power back in searching for these higher truths. Yeah, and here you go. So you have the Eight of Swords. Swords are the basically all we're talking about here, because it's your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And you can see here, usually they're both blindfolded and bound, and then all the swords, all the small t truths are making them feel trapped and restricted. This one, they interpret it and have all these strings, so the old small t truths are taking your power, right? They're making you feel powerless. They're making you feel like you're this puppet. When something happens, you're triggered and you act a certain way or feel a certain way. Well, when you connect to these capital T truths, you also realize that you can choose between either beliefs and stories and emotions related to unconditional love or to the fear of losing a conditional love. So you get this power back by realizing, and the Eight of Swords is about you realizing these truths that have been making you feel that way, and you begin to release them. Yeah, and here's the Hanged Man. So you definitely are seeing things from a higher perspective. Of course, they're hanging from upside down. And this is a great card to come up with truth, too, because the card is based on a mythology story of Odin, the king of the gods, or father of the gods. He hung himself underneath or from a branch on the tree of knowledge or the tree of life, depending on where you read. But he did that. He even sacrificed one of his human eyes to be able to see into the higher knowledge of the upper world. So I'm not telling you to pluck out one of your own eyes, please. But this is about connecting to the higher realm and the higher truths, and you're able to see that. You're able to see this knowledge. The Hanged Man is also about you've been hanging around in these beliefs, and you are ready for this release. You're ready for this movement. You're kind of tired of feeling the same old way, doing what you always did and got what you always gotten, right? So you're ready for this movement and for this change to come. Yeah, here's the Seven of Cups. So the power of choice coming in here, you can see that they have these 7 cups that are falling around them here. And part of the truth that you are realizing is that you get a choice of what emotion that you want to feel in a situation, where the small t truths teach us, like, when that thing happens, this is how you're supposed to feel. When that thing happens, this is what it's supposed to mean. Well, when you connect to the higher realms and you realize that's just an opinion, each one of those is an opinion, and you get to choose what you want and how you want to feel. So you get this release, you get this power back, because you don't feel like so out of control, because when something happens, instead of you going, oh, that's how I have to feel about it, you're like, you know what? I can change my habit, like it talked about in here. I can change my habit of what I want to feel, and I'm going to feel differently. I'm going to change the story I put around it, and I'm going to change that going forward. And so you're able to change your habit and find this freedom and this power again. Yeah. Then you have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, this is the insomnia card or the nightmare card. And again, the Nine of Swords is all these swords, are all those thoughts and those expectations that are, keeping you awake at night, circling through your head, giving nightmares because you're fearing not being able to live up to all these expectations, those small t truths. So you definitely are on this path for this freedom and to have these things lifted from you, which is great, right? Yes. Perfect. The Universe card, which is normally the World card in the regular tarot, but it all means the same. Endings of old cycles and beginnings of new adventures. So you definitely are ready to let these old things go, these old restricting thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, those opinions that you took on as your own, took on as your conditions for love and acceptance, took on as your habit and your reaction, but you're ready to change habits. You're ready to let those things go and release them because it's going to bring you so much more happiness into your life, so much more power returning with your power to choose the story you apply to any situation and what emotion you want to feel as you go through it. So beautiful, beautiful revelations coming. And as the more you connect to the higher realms, the more you connect to the capital T truths, the more release comes, because it's the Ace of Swords that allows you to connect to those higher truths and cut away the small t truths that no longer serve you. So I love this for you. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these pick a card readings, I also put out weekly readings for each individual zodiac sign, monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on these and get notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then by clicking that subscribe button, you're able to get into that notification bell. In there, there's an option for all. If you select that, 1, it'll tell you when new videos come out. 2, it'll also tell you when I'm going live on YouTube to provide free readings. So currently, I know this is a timeless reading, so if you're looking at this later, I'm still sure I'm going live providing free readings at some time. But right now, I go every night at 7 p.m. and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So if you haven't stopped by, I'd love to see you and can come check it out. Also, doing those things I mentioned helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, if you comment on one of my videos, if you subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy happy it wants to share those videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, please know I'm very, very grateful. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings currently. And all that information is listed in the description box of the video below. All right, beautiful truth seekers, as you go throughout this beautiful adventure, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing journey, and we'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. If you chose reading number 3, which is self-respect, then this is the reading for you. Beautiful card. We're going to put that right here. And let's see what the moon has to say. It says, self-respect is what we think and our beliefs about ourselves. It is an important aspect of self, capital S self. The senses of self-worth we have ultimately determines the choices we make and the paths we take on our journey. If we're unhappy within ourselves, we will make choices to support and further confirm these feelings of worthlessness. Whereas when we feel good about ourselves, the decisions we make in our lives and the energy that we surround ourselves with supports us and keeps us in a good place. The moon wants you to know that you are quick to find faults in yourself and you struggle to identify your own strengths and self-respect. Your self-esteem has been battered in the past to the point that you do not feel you have much to offer. You can be a people pleaser and find it difficult to recognize your own power. You find it easier to give your power to others than to use it yourself. However, there are many people who look to you for guidance, and you have little awareness of the support and courage that you give them. You have much strength of character and only need to find the time to identify what those strengths are. When you do, you will be surprised how many people depend on you and how strong you actually are. Wow. I love that for you. Not much more I can add to that. Definitely, you are so much more powerful than you've been taught to believe. And as you go through this journey, you are going to see just how strong you really are and how many, like it says, how many people you actually touch in their lives. We're going to also look from the Queen of the Moon Oracle here, which all the cards I use in a reading I do list in the description box below. So if any of them catch your fancy, you can pick those up for yourself as well. All right. So let's see what else they want you to know. Beautiful. All right, so what else for those that chose reading number 3, please? Okay, they do want that one right there. And you've got balance, number 19. Wonderful. Put that right here, and let's see what else they have to add. And the moon says to seek balance. Extremes of anything are rarely healthy or useful. There may be an overreaction that has caused the issue. So ground yourself and allow your strength to rise from there. Wow, talking about your strength, right? So ground yourself and allow your strength to rise from there. Be aware of where the imbalances in your life are at present. Little affirmation for this card is, I seek and maintain healthy balance in my life. So working with the lunar cycle on a regular basis helps us actually experience the flow and balance of nature. The moon shows us the gradual and peaceful process of waxing and waning as the phases of perfect balance within. Our bodies, our minds, and our human spirits seek balance, yet perfect balance is almost impossible to achieve. So think on this. If we try to stand on one leg and balance ourselves, no matter how good at balancing on one leg we may be, it is a kind of dance, is it not? The large and small muscles in our legs adjust to keep us upright, always moving, never perfectly still. The rest of our body is also performing a myriad of adjustments, a little to the right here in one moment and a little to the center there. The point is that balance is a process, something we can actively seek if we are wise. We need to know when we are unbalanced so we can return to the homeostasis. It is useful to know where our imbalances lie and to make a decision about moving towards a more balanced version. Self-reflection helps identify this. When we are to something, working too long, thinking too fast, eating too much, we need to be honest with ourselves so we can identify this quite easily. Allowing ourselves a more considered and balanced view invites a true peacefulness into our lives, something that many people crave in this incredibly busy and chaotic world. Balance allows us to understand that overwhelm isn't a place we want to visit, let alone set up home in. And the companion stone for this is bloodstone. And I really like that. It's like this self-reflection, this balancing that's coming into play here is about seeing, we, of course, the human race, we are so imbalanced in that we have so many judgments that are given to us when we're young, and we put them upon ourselves. We keep ourselves in this out of balanced, esteem most of our lives, right? But this is talking about allowing yourself to balance and see your gifts, see your strength, see those positive things about you to help balance out your life. Now, it's not about, oh, I am better than everyone else in the world, because that's arrogance, right? Confidence is your ability to see your gifts and who you are, what you have to offer, not in comparison to other people, but just that you have this gift and this ability to offer people. So let's take a look here. We're going to look at the Sun and Moon Tarot and see what else they have to add. All right, so what else for those that chose reading number 3, please? All right. What else? Okay, so they do want that one and that one and that one. Okay, and that one. All right. So this one will be down here, and these 4 are up here. We will start with this one down here, which you have the Queen of Pentacles. What a beautiful card to get. She's Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, very much the Mother Moon energy. But it is about new birth, and it is about birth of your worth, a birth of understanding, a new way of looking at yourself in reference to the outside world. That's what, like, the Ace of Pentacles can mean a new opportunity, and this can mean beautiful blessings and a beautiful, rich, full life. But it so much with this respect and this worth that's coming through in here, it is about you digging deep and understanding what your worth is in relation to the outside world. But it's by turning inward and upward where you find this balance. And I feel like this is such a huge time of self-nurturing. Like, you're given permission to step away from things and to see yourself in a different light, and all that beautiful energy you give of always taking care of everyone else, making sure they're okay, being that huge-hearted person. You deserve that love more than anyone in your life, and it's time to turn it inward to yourself. Yeah, because here's the 7 of Swords. So swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, and your attitudes. It's all those supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and have to be's that you experienced in your life. And the 7 of Swords is sometimes known too as the thief card or the deception card. But it's about what of your own thoughts and your own beliefs are stealing your self-respect. What beliefs and thoughts were you told or that you witnessed that puts you in this place of feeling small, of feeling insignificant, feeling not wanted, not needed, abandoned, right? And this beautiful awareness comes through this, though, because in becoming aware of those and understanding them, that's what sets you free. You realize that those little whispers that were mentioned were lies. It was people who were fearing themselves, and they were spewing things and doing actions because they felt out of control. They felt scared and unsafe. And so when they were saying things and doing things, it was to try to make themselves feel better. And they didn't realize that it was, saying things like one of my best friends, she had older brothers. I know, several of them. And one of them said something that just crushed her and impacted her for like her entire life. And in her 50s, she actually approached him and said, "Do you remember when you said that?" And you're like, "No, what? No, I was just picking on you." They had no meaning behind it, but we took it. And this is like that discovery of those things that you're able to let go of and to release that so that you can feel this inner worth come back. Beautiful. Love it. Wheel of Fortune. So 10 is endings and new beginnings, and you have a 19 here, which adds up. 9 and 1 is 10 as well, I noticed. And so you are having this change that's happening because of this. As you take this time to nurture yourself and to release these things, it changes just one, how you perceive things and what you feel you deserve in your life and how that will unfold, right? And so you're really focusing on that and allowing that to switch and change your worth and how you look at things. But it also changes the energy in what you're inviting into your life. Because when you feel you're worth something, that faith, that trust in your worth brings in more positive things. If you don't feel you're worthy of it, no matter how you wish and how you try to achieve it, your energy won't match that, like your vibrational energy won't match that, and so it can't come to you. But with you changing this, and with you balancing out your opinion of yourself, the worth of yourself, the strength that you're seeing, it allows other things to come in to your life too. So I like it. Yeah, and you do get your power back. So the Ace of Wands is passion, drive, the aha inspiration that comes, and it's your energy, and this makes sense. So as you allow yourself to see what it is that you are able to bring, and you recognize and admit your truths of who you are and what you're able to bring, you get passion, you get this kind of spark that happens because you realize that something that you've always wanted to do, that you could do if you wanted it to, whereas before you never thought you could. Now you're building up the cojones and that energy to really get out there and to make things happen, because you believe in yourself and you're getting this passion, this, your furnace is, instead of being dim and small, you're becoming this huge bonfire, which is giving you a lot of energy to move forward on things. And I feel like they're saying that, if you can get away and really get into a place where you can just breathe and calm yourself, get out of your head and into your heart, and then write down, start with 5 things that you feel that you are good at, whether you I never give up on people, I'm a fast learner, I can figure things out and make things happen, people trust me, I give good advice. When you start to look through those things, write those 5 down, and then if more come, keep writing, but start with 5. That's a good start, and then try to do more eventually, but start off with 5, and then that will allow you to ignite this belief in yourself. Yeah, and then you have the Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups, like getting into your heart, like I just said, she's rules over water and emotions, and all the queens, this queen, she rules over earth, but she's given half water. But this queen is double water, which is like the Empress. She's able to really connect to the moon and really trust your intuition, your gut, your connection to the spiritual world. You can open up and just really connect and understand who you are, and that you're so much more than this human too. We come here to experience what it might feel like to be small through a little human avatar, but when you really connect to your higher self, you realize what a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being that's made of unconditional love that allows you to do so much. And, I think this helps ignite you here too. But I love this transformation that's coming and this balancing that's happening for you, because it will be life-changing. So take some time to yourself, do the Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, connect to the moon, beautiful Mother Luna energy, allow her to embrace you and show you through her eyes who you are and how amazing you truly are, and let that balance come in, because you have things to do. So I love this for you. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these pick a card readings, I also do weekly energy updates for each individual zodiac sign, also monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then also by clicking that subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. When you go in there is an option for all. If you select that, 1, you'll be notified when new videos come out. And 2, you'll also be notified when I go live on YouTube providing free readings. I know. So currently, I know this is a timeless reading, but currently I go 7 p.m. Mountain Time every night. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday mornings, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So, of course, if you're watching this in the future, those times may change, but I'm sure I'm still going live. Also doing those things I mentioned helps spread the Zen love. And it does help the channel grow in significant ways, because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, or subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy happy it wants to automatically share these videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings currently, and all that information is listed in the description box below. All right, you beautiful self-respecters, I love this for you. And please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing adventure. We'll be talking soon. But in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. And if you chose reading number 4, which is the Mother Goddess, then this is the reading for you. Beautiful card here. The Mother Luna energy showing herself. And it says, Mother Goddess is known by many names, yet she stands above all. We are all born from her womb. The Mother Goddess is the keeper of wisdom and truth, and has the ability to create what she deems as necessary. She is our true mother and works only from a place of the true unconditional love. She just simply is. And the moon says that this card represents your ability to see the universal picture, to see beyond the initial challenges. The Mother Goddess is not limited by time and space. She can see beyond today and tomorrow and look back into the past. You have the ability to see into the future and create what you need. You are born as a leader. You are looked upon as such for your courage and insight and your ability to be fair and just. Trust in your abilities to lead, for you have what it takes. You've earned the respect of your peers and your family, only you often forget the power that comes with your role. It is time to step up once again and lead in the task that's at hand. Well, not expecting that from that card, right? But beautiful. You are blessed to have this ability to, whether you're male or female or how you identify, it's like this matriarch, this leader, this person who's able to be strength for people when they don't have the strength. And it's because of everything that you went through. I feel like you have went through it for sure. And because of it, everything you went to is like it's part of a manual that helps other people. Everything you went through, you're able to use to help other people in their challenges and in their path. We're also going to pull from the Queen of the Moon Oracle here to see what else they want to say. And by the way, any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box of the video below. So if you want to check out any of these for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. All right, so let's take a look here. So what else for those that chose the Mother Goddess? Reading number 4, please. Okay, I want that one right there. And you've got trust. Beautiful. That is card number 32. We'll put that right here, and let's see what comes in. That looks like Mother Goose. Looks like a mother, doesn't it? All right. So let's take a look here. So this is called the egg moon, which this is talked about as being the womb, right? So trust yourself. Develop self-trust and joy will follow. You can rely on your own capabilities. Begin to plan carefully for the future. And this talked about the future. You can see into the future. You know what you need to do. And the little affirmation for this, it is the beginning, and I trust myself in all things. It says, apart from the trust we might develop spiritually with our higher power, self-trust is the basis of all other trust. Self-trust is a surety that we can rely upon ourselves, that our decisions are valid, that we ourselves matter, that knowing ourselves combined with trusting ourselves leads to better, more informed decisions about all aspects of our life, including career and relationships. Self-trust is far more than a flashy show of confidence. It is deeper and farther reaching than that. It is security at the very core that no matter what, our wisdom matters and it is best. It allows for flow and for faith in oneself and the way you do things, moving and choosing in the world. Self-trust is a full acceptance of self. As accepting oneself becomes easier, thus self-trust will begin to shine. This gives greater momentum to anything we choose to tackle or do. Our ancestors saw spring, the great thawing, as a new beginning. They would walk the marshes and plains and find newly laid eggs. More than just a symbol of fertility and new hope, the eggs meant that the worst of the cold was over and that new life really was here. The egg moon was a time of celebration and rejoicing. Wow. Companion stone for that is iron as well, metal. So definitely this is about the strength of trusting yourself, trusting your ability, trusting that you are so empowered to lead and believe in yourself. And I love the combination of these. It's just amazing. All right. We're also going to pull from the Sun and the Moon Tarot and see what they'd like to add in here. All right. So what else would you like? Those that chose reading number 4, please. All right. That one, evidently. Okay. This one as well, and this one. All right. Any others? All right, there we have it. So we'll put these up here, and I feel like this one goes down here with this one. Okay, that one goes here. All right. So let's get these all scooched here, and we will start with this one down here since it made itself known. And you have the Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. And this is beautiful moon, emotions, of course, with the cups. Pages are messengers. And I feel like this is you being a messenger of love. It can mean different things, but I really feel for this. This is such a leadership type of energy that's coming in so strong that it is you leading with love, but living. It's like walking your talk and living your life full of love, unconditional love, like it mentioned from Goddess, that people just see it and you become this chalice, you become this, Ace of Cups that it's offered here, and you fill up with this love and it overflows out to the world. You trust that this love that you're filling up with, that you get to fill up with first, you are then strengthened and you maintain your strength instead of feeling like you have to give away all your energy first and you feel like you're, barely surviving. It overflows out into the world. Let's see what else you have here. Yes, and here you have the Ace of Swords. So swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations, and the Ace of Swords allows you to connect to the capital T truths of the higher world that are rooted in unconditional love, and it allows you to cut away the small t truths that no longer serve you. This is that wisdom it talked about in there, about you have this knowing in your soul of these higher truths that are not out of fear like a lot of the human opinions are. This is this higher truth, this higher wisdom that you lead and you guide people with. So you have the empowerment. You're being offered the chalice, the Ace of Cups, and you have the Ace of Swords as well. Yeah, because here's the Three of Swords. So 3 of Swords is expectations. So I'm glad they gave you this card first, because that is what you cut away here. All those thoughts and those beliefs and those mindsets and those attitudes, the supposed tos and the shoulds and the need tos and the have tos and the musts of the past that no longer serve you. The ones that what pricks our heart is the fear of losing that conditional love, the fear of losing, people's acceptance and those types of things. But you wipe those fears away because you're connected to higher wisdom and higher truth that you are able to show people, which leads them into this self-empowering, just mighty, bright place to live through. Yeah, because you have the Lovers, which is the power of choice. So one of the truths that you teach everyone is that every moment is an emotional choice. We're either choosing an emotion that is of unconditional love or of the fear of losing conditional love. Neither is right, neither is wrong. They're just different, and they feel different. One feels constricting and painful and, all those emotions that are rooted in fear. The other feels like joy and bliss and wonderfulness. And it allows you to, still feel fear and still feel these emotions we came here to experience. But at the same time, you know that there's always another choice if you want to. So you don't feel as trapped as you did when you thought there was just one choice. There's 2. So I love it. And I think in this one, they even have, she even has the Ace of Cups in one hand and the sword in the other. So as we were talking about there, that's amazing. I love it. And then you have the Star. Yeah, this is very much Aquarian energy about bringing, being water bears and bringing hope and bringing those living waters to everyone. And they pour it out both on land and into water, which means you bring this love in and you become this bright beacon in dark nights, right? That's when stars shine the most. And so you're able to really show everyone this love, and you pour it out into the water, which is other people's emotions and their spiritual realm. You also pour it out into the brain and the thoughts, and also out into the physical world. So you're really leading and being this star in the sky that helps people. It's like, like having a big bright star, the North Star, right? That people are able to follow it and guide them in the night. And that comes into that leadership coming in here again, being this bright beacon to help people. I love it. And then you have the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles is about moving up in the outside world. It's like moving from being a apprentice to being a master, from being an assistant manager to being a manager, being a follower to becoming a leader. So this is definitely about you moving up in the outside world as you really grasp your power to lead and trusting yourself that you have all the tools to help everyone move forward in power and strength, and that you can be this bright light. So I love this because you are so ready for it. It just is a matter of learning to trust yourself. And I loved the message that came in here for you. So I can't wait to see what you do with this. It's going to be, maybe a little scary at first, but do it anyway, because you will realize the power and the impact that you have on others. So I love it. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these pick a card readings, I also put out weekly energy updates for each individual zodiac sign, monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. And then also clicking that subscribe button gives you access to the notification bell. When you go in there, there is an all option. If you select it, 1, you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on the channel. And 2, you'll also be notified when I go live to provide free readings on YouTube. I know this is timeless, so times can, of course, change. But currently, I'm every night of the week, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. So if you haven't come by to check it out, I'd love to see you. Also, doing those things helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy happy it wants to automatically share the videos of my channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful. These are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and specific answers for your life, I do offer personal readings currently, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video below. All right, amazing leaders, as you go throughout this journey, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing adventure. We'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.